Welcome to our newest edition of Street Stories Unpaved, a Street Stories podcast. This is actually the second one we've done. We did our first one last week. It went great. They told us to come back to do another one, so here we are. I'm Mike Montecalvo. Obviously, I couldn't do these Street Stories without Chief Videographer Johnny Valella. Johnny, the first week we talked about this is a 23-year series that's been on Channel 12.
Before we get to that, we made it to episode 2. They did not toss us off the air, so we were clean last week. 23 years, yes, 23 years in the making for Street Stories. Like you said last week, we hit the streets 23 years ago with no plan. No plan of action, just to find a story on the street, no social media, no nothing like that. And here we are 23 years later in this wonderful studio doing a podcast.
And, we get all kinds of ideas, and we're going to talk about what we just aired on Friday night in just a couple of minutes. But we rely on the audience, too, and viewers, just to, give us a tip. Yeah. Sometimes they work out great.
Emails, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, people on the street walking by, phone calls, people call my phone. I don't even know how they get my number half the time. I'm like, okay, what story is it? Okay, we'll do it. It's a cornucopia of things that happen to us to get stories. So.
And one of the great things about Street Stories is the people that you meet in the community. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to meet Jim Skillings, who's a retired educator at Moses Brown. Kim Kalunian turned us on to Jim. Yeah. He was her teacher, and those are kind of the ways we get these stories.
Jim Skillings, one of my favorite people. He's sitting right to the right of me, so I won't look at him just yet, but one of my favorite people we've ever done. Genuine, humble, and a great educator on top of it. And plus he knows Kim Kalunian. How can you go wrong with that story right there, right?
So she's given us a couple of stories. Now that I think
she has. Kim is a big supporter of us. Kim does the cold cases with Corey Welch. Go check that out on WPRI.com also. By the way, Street Stories Unpaved. I got a text the other day. Johnny, Street Stories Unpaved, like every road in Rhode Island. That's what they said to me, okay? So I didn't answer it, but that's what people think of it.
That's for another podcast?
That's for another podcast. That's
right. This is not our podcast. We talk about how we get the stories. 23 years ago, you and Walt Buteau are driving around the streets to get stories. Crazy. Now, obviously, people tip us off. Wendy Curtis, who worked here at WPRI 12 for about 4 decades, she called us up saying she had this woman who's 104 years old that's still working.
Incredible. Going strong at 104 years old. She still wipes down the bar at Ocean Mist. There she is right there. Josie. There's you interviewing her. We aired that on Friday. A Spitfire. Just with it, and loves the Ocean Mist, loves the community down there, and everybody knows her. The comments we've gotten so far, Josie, she's the greatest. She's a legend down there. Ocean Mist, Kevin is great. Love the whole community down there.
So that aired Friday night on WPRI 12. You can see it on WPRI.com right now. One of the funniest things, I asked her what her secret was. And I said, I like to get out to 104. And she goes, no,
you don't. No, you don't.
My wife wants me to there's something wrong.
Mike, you're like, what, 10 years? 10 years to that. So,
When I got up this morning, I felt like I was 94. So we want to thank Josie. So those are kind of the human interest stories that we've done over the years. We've done some more serious ones, people who have had health battles that we've dealt with. We've done athletes. Jim's story is unique because he's an educator. We have full support of all educators out there, and you don't really see what they go through until you kind of peel the layers off.
Everybody loves Jim Skillings in that building, by the way. It's all genuine. Everybody that you talk to in there from top to bottom, students going, oh, Jim's my favorite teacher. He's just a genuine, humble educator. And you can tell that the students in him can relate to each other, and he's on the same level of what they need as a teacher. So it was just great video Jim, first of all, I love Jim to death because he walks in and the camera's not even rolling, and he starts bawling. He starts crying. I think he was talking about his daughter. And I go, Jim, hold on. We need the cameras to roll. The crying didn't happen unless the cameras are rolling.
So right up my alley, when I knew he was a crier, I knew we had him.
Hit him off with the bomb, the Montecalvo bomb. There we go.
No problem. Yeah. You're going to see the story in a second. Let's talk a little bit about how we set up this story. Yeah. So it wasn't like, the two of us show up, you put one camera down, and we just ask questions. You used a number of different cameras. Why?
Yeah, well, first of all, Moses Brown saved me that day, and they had the lights set up already in their media area, so I used their lights for the interview. I used a GoPro, my main camera. I used a Sony CX 405 for one of the side cameras, and I used a Canon V10 for another side camera. And the reason why I do that is, while you're asking the question and I'm moving my main camera, those other cameras stay static where I can cut to them during the package, during the story. So utilizing more cameras, I mean, it's a chore to set them up and to edit with them, but to have them at my access when I'm editing the story is key, where I can go from camera to camera, and it looks like we did a big sit-down interview, which we did. We had 4 cameras for that day.
So this was about a 2.5-minute story. That shoot was 2 hours.
Yep.
Actually, that shoot was longer than 2 hours, just to go show you how it all, came together with the different cameras and the different shots. And the other thing, too, is when you're doing a story and you show up, I mean, you can do all the research you want, and then when you're starting to ask questions, you realize that some of your better questions are the follow-up questions because you're listening. Same thing with you shooting. You realize, wow, I didn't think I'd have that shot.
Always keep rolling on those follow-up questions. It's always like, hey, do you have anything more you want to add? Always keep rolling, because we always get the best sound in those questions because people relax a little bit. Okay, the interview is almost over. I can hit you off with a few facts and figures for us, but the best answers always come in those questions, and we always utilize the entire interview. Not the best stuff is always at the beginning. It's always kind of in the middle and at the end, where people kind of relax, kind of get used to us, kind of get into the flow of the interview. So it's a great thing to watch.
All right, you're going to see it in a second. It starts inside. We go outside. It's back and forth, back and forth. We always tell the person we're interviewing, this is not going to look like this on television.
I move around during the interview, and God bless you for dealing with me every single week, but I like to move around during the interview because having the same angle on the main camera is kind of, it gets boring after a while if you're watching at home. So if you're moving around, you're like, where's he going to be next? So he's behind him, he's on the side of him, he's up here. So yeah, I like to move around during the interview, and thank you very much for dealing with that nonsense.
It's been 20 years dealing with you, so that's all right. And by the way, as you're watching this next, watching how music plays a part of the story.
Truly.
Let's roll it.
Probably at least 24 kids that I taught. I have their kids now.
Ask anyone at Moses Brown.
Walk this way.
And they will tell you.
Ice cream for everybody.
Jim Skillings enjoys life.
It's priceless. Every day is different. That's me in my first year teaching. What happened to me? It's fun, it's laughter, it's joy. I miss that here. And if I don't make it fun, oh good, too, I'm not doing my job.
Better known as Skills.
The outside, so here we go.
The middle school phys ed and health teacher.
One team will be trying to get the red.
Has been hanging around MB for a while.
Go, good one.
Jim, how long have you been an educator?
43 years. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
So you've had a pretty good run.
Your dad, I taught my first year. Yeah, a great run. With you, I'm teaching my last year, so it's like bookends. There's no better job in the world.
One of your prize students is Kim Kalunian.
Kim Kalunian. Oh my God, when I see her, it's like I light up because she's the greatest person in the world.
You never know what profession your students will pursue.
You're a great kid. You've been dynamite.
Kim, the news anchor. Andrew, the doctor.
Andrew Matson, I had him in nursery school, 6, 7, and 8. He's going to do rotator cuff surgery this summer. Can you imagine 35 years ago, I'm in my classroom and Andrew's doing skipping and hopping and I got balls out and that kid's going to operate on you someday. Are you crazy? But it's happening.
Jim students, his light.
Get over here.
But he would hit a dark spot.
I'm going to miss you. I got diagnosed with prostate cancer. I went through radiation and hormone treatment. It really hammered me. I was involved with the hockey team a little bit. They made this shirt for me, and on the back it says, for skills. And they all wear that in the warm-up.
With retirement around the corner, Skills is turning his attention to photography.
And I'm a big birder. We've got 33 acres of beautiful land. I've seen hawks, eagles, owls.
While embracing nature,
how great it's been to teach you.
Jim Skillings,
she's 7th grade,
will never forget his MB family.
I look for the good in people. I look for the positive. You four go down there. It's important to help people. We need that in our society.
Someone once said, a good education can change anyone, but a good teacher can change everything. You picked the right career?
I picked the greatest career.
What are you going to miss the most?
The kids.
And look who's joining us in studios.
Jim Skillings, the legend.
Skills, thanks for joining us.
Oh, it's great to be here.
All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, you're going to meet Jim. You can see the sling. So Andrew is not in the first grade anymore.
That's a good one.
Bang up job on Skills.
He did.
All right, we'll talk about that when we come back. And welcome back to Street Stories Unpaved. I'm Mike Montecalvo and Johnny Villella, and there you can see Jim Skillings, the retired Moses Brown educator. You know what, we were kidding around that one of your famous students was Kim Kalunian.
Oh, great to see you, Kim. Oh, my God. I was told I was going to see her after the show.
I know.
This is even better.
By the way, I lied.
Great
I love you too, Kim.
I love you.
Oh, my goodness.
So great to see you.
You look great.
I'm so glad that you're a star. Because you've always been a star in my heart.
All because of you. All
Kim,
because
what
of
was
you.
it like as a teacher?
Best teacher. I am not athletic.
Oh, you were a dancer. You were a good dancer.
Thank you. And you encouraged me, even in gym class when I was maybe outside of my comfort zone. I always was excited because you encouraged me every day. So.
Yeah. How can you lose when you got to have kids like this in the classroom, right?
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Perfect. Thanks,
Congrats.
Kim.
So great
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kim.
Kim Kalunian,
Oh,
everybody.
my goodness. That was a nice surprise.
When you hear something like that, she said she wasn't an athlete, but you made an impact on her life. What's that like?
Oh, that's the best. I mean, not everybody is a great athlete. And if you have a kid that you reach who just enjoys the physical activity or even coming for the social situations in class, you've been successful. So, and she was a good dancer. She was athletic. Don't let her kid you. But no, that was good though. It's wonderful to see her again.
What was that like when you watched the story on TV?
Oh my goodness, I was in tears again, and my brother Jeff called me up, and he was saying that their whole family, his wife and the two daughters, were in tears watching it. But the big thing was my brother Jack, who isn't very emotional, and he came over Sunday to watch it with me, and I'm looking at him, and he's crying.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, he's in tears, and he's kind of trying to hide it a little bit. And he goes, "Oh, Jim, by the way, I want to give to your fund, your fund for the team trips." But it was great. It was all sorts of people off the street just saying, "Hey, Skills, I saw your segment on Channel 12, and it meant a lot to me. It really did. It was great."
Speaking of crying, I looked. Our technical director, Jillian, who's in charge of everything in this room. She handles everything on the technical aspect. I looked over during that story, and she was tearing up. Jillian, get in here, Jillian. Get in here.
Yeah, it was,
this is
nice
Jillian.
moment.
Mike introduced Jillian. There you go. There's
All right,
Jillian.
Jillian is running. There she is. We didn't want to make you cry, Jillian. We didn't do anything now.
What made you cry? What made you cry? Talking to Mike's Mike. What made you cry? What was it?
Good.
I think it was just the how much you love your students and just how much you care, because I know there's a lot of teachers out there who don't care as much and aren't as so genuine and kind as you are, just from the few minutes that I've known
Thanks.
you.
That was so nice of you to say that. And the kids lift me up. I mean, they do it for me. I woke up the other night about a week ago, and I realized I'm not going to be teaching again. I'm not going to be coaching. I've done it, and I was like in a cold sweat. Every day you get up at 5:30, and you go to school and you teach and you coach, and it's done. 43 years, you're over. And I'll still be connected with the school, but that was like, whoa.
Yeah, the school year starting, and you're like,
Yeah, and I'm not there.
Not going
it's,
there, yeah.
It's what? I can, when I usually the school year, August, you hear the crickets. The nights get a little cooler. You get ready. You get that ready to go, that excitement, and it's not going to be there.
what have you been doing?
Oh,
Let's go right into that segment. Let's go right into that.
Rehab, yeah.
Why do you have a sling
I
on,
was
Jim?
mentioning to you guys before, to Mike, Andrew Matson, a former student of mine, nursery, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I coached him in baseball, soccer, in basketball, and he did surgery on my rotator cuff. So here it is, nursery student. Here, Andrew, play with the ball, jump, skip. Come on, Andrew. Andrew, give me the ball back. And now operate on my rotator cuff, will you?
That's wild.
But just think about it. You're rehabbing
Yeah.
and watching King Kalunian on TV. So you got two of your students in your living room.
It's just the best. I'm watching Netflix, too, and just kind of doing a little bit here and there, going for walks. But Andrew was great.
Okay, so when we were shooting, Johnny and I talked about this in a second, and his role and how he shot this. When you were watching that go on, what was going through your mind? Like, how is that going to look on television?
Oh my goodness! When you're first there, you don't realize what's going to happen, and where it's going to go, and then you watch the program, and it's wow, the sequences, they go right into the next one, and just one of the episodes, one of the moments I'm walking out and I'm going, walk this way. and Johnny had that on camera and I didn't realize he was filming me.
Yeah.
And just the cuts, the edits were really good because he'd be saying something and edit it and I'd be talking to that person that he's talking about. It was well done.
You got to keep the viewer engaged.
Yes.
I noticed. It's a 2.5-minute story. So
Right.
you really have to, set up a lot of cameras. You got to keep it moving. Because if
Right.
it stalls out, people are like, all right, but keeping
right.
it moving. I'm always enamored, and we talked about this last week, what people think about. We shoot it on a Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
It doesn't air till Friday. What goes through people's minds? What are they going to do with this footage?
Right.
How are they going to put it together? And then when you see it, you
Oh
were
my
satisfied.
goodness!
It was
I had
good.
no clue what it was going to look like. I thought, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
Because we're inside, we're outside, we're inside, but it was dynamite.
You're great to work with on top of it, too.
Did you ever think that being in TV would be a dangerous job? Because it is for Mr. Villelli.
I heard it. I saw it. I was right there.
First of all, Mike said we get back here. I go, I want to run this footage of the story. He goes, under no circumstances are we running this. But I had a little bit of an accident chasing Jim because he's a fast walker. Here we go.
It's the best.
Let's watch it right in real time here. Here we go. We're going to follow all the kids outside. We're moving right along, getting inside, and I'm down. I'm on the ground. There's my feet. There's my sneakers. And Jim's like, are you okay?
You were still
Oh my goodness!
I was rolling. I'm always keep rolling. That's my motto on anything. And I thought it was a funny moment.
my
I said
goodness.
we couldn't use it during the story, but now that we have a podcast, let's use
I
the
thought the
footage.
show's over.
Oh, I
He
told
said,
him-
Mike, can you film this?
I definitely thought I tore something, and we came back here, and
I
I
had
didn't
no
want to say
doubt.
anything. But we kept it rolling. We need the footage going forward. We need the outside footage. And I said, you know what? I'm going to suck up an ACL injury right now.
my goodness.
And go forward.
It
with
wasn't
it.
ACL though.
No.
It was a bruise.
That was scary though. I didn't know if it was a head injury, a neck injury, or you went down.
I went down, but always keep rolling, Jim. That's the
He
motto I
did. He
always live by.
did. The kids are like, you're
The girl's face.
They're all looking at you.
If we had froze the video, she's like this.
Oh my God!
Are you okay?
That was
But,
awesome.
We went through and got through it.
I'm in the yard. You were talking about people coming up to you. I'm in the yard one day, and my neighbor comes across the street, and he goes, I know Skills. He's great. I go, how do you know Skills? His son played hockey at Moses Brown. He goes, he's got that T-shirt.
Oh, my
that
goodness.
You guys
There we go.
We're talking about, and we have
Yeah,
a T-shirt in
yeah.
the studio right here. Jillian, if we could get a shot of this. There it is.
There, it was so sweet in the back of it, Johnny.
And he talked about what it meant
For Skills.
for all
For
the
Skills.
kids.
Oh my God, Mike, you wouldn't believe it. I'm Johnny. I
you
remember.
one-armed.
I can't put it on.
bad.
I got it buttoned down.
Give me this.
But anyways, yeah, they wore it before every game for warm-ups, and I remember the playoff game, the first playoff game. I'm walking in, and they're Skills, how you doing? They're all with this shirt on, and they went out and beat Smithfield 2 straight. They really did well this year. And that just blew me away. And they presented it to me at the beginning of the season, and they had a great season, best that they've had in 20 years.
That's a special moment, though.
That's a great
when
moment.
another, a hockey team takes time out to make.
That's a great moment.
Yeah. What does that feel like for you?
It's
Yeah.
just, it lifts you up.
Yeah.
It's, if you're feeling down, I always think about the hockey team and just the kids I work with. It's just fantastic.
You got to have a lot of those stories over the 43 years. Have you been thinking about that this summer now that you're out?
Yeah, I have just a bunch of them. One of them, Munir Ahmad. I'm coaching soccer, and he's a great kid, a great kid. This is 35, 40 years ago, and we're playing. Our soccer game goes into overtime, and I said, Munir, I realized I only had him in once. I said, you're going to start at defense. He said, Jim, can I talk to you? He pulls me aside. He said, Skills, we want to win this game. Don't put me in. Okay. I kept him out. We won the game.
Yeah.
The kid, he came back 7 years ago. He spoke at graduation.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer for people who don't have lawyers at Gitmo. He's an immigration lawyer.
But you realize what that is? You taught him teamwork.
That's
That's really what it is.
And that was amazing. I mean, I'll never forget that young man, Munir Ahmad.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more with Skills right after these messages. Welcome back to Street Stories Unpaved. We're here with Jim Skillings, the retired teacher over at Moses Brown. He's not just a teacher, Johnny. He wants to do what you do.
He's gonna take my job. I've seen him out there and filming these birds and everything. I'm so intrigued when someone says, "I want." Have you always been into photography, or is this a thing that's
it's
recent?
something that's kind of piqued my interest.
Nature, right?
Nature, birds. Yeah, that's really done it.
That campus, first of all, is incredible. If you're a bird
stunning.
watcher
It's stunning.
for nature, I mean, the campus itself is incredible.
stunning.
But just
Stunning.
for you, photography wise, what have you seen?
Right. I've seen a bald eagle go over our field, red-tailed hawks, owls. Well, there was an owl nest, and these are just birds of prey. Then you see everything else.
What are you shooting with?
Old
school something?
Yeah,
something? No phones.
No,
Phones or no
I actually
phones.
didn't shoot them. I just saw them.
Okay.
So
all right.
that's my goal, though, to get a good camera. I'll have to. Johnny, you're the man to go to.
We'll link up for that.
We'll
for
link
sure.
up.
You're going to be staying on campus to get some shots too, right?
Oh yeah.
This is
I'll
wild.
be doing that.
So-
I'll be doing that.
Yeah, why don't you tell a little bit about what the
gonna sleep
university is
there?
allowing you to do?
Well, I'm gonna go back and I'm working with the alumni a lot and do that, and I hope to get some shots of the school and different things, and what I want to do is I want to stay a night over at Moses Brown in the cupola. It's the big head top of the school, and it's sort of the culmination of Moses Brown School. It's got a panoramic view of Providence.
It's incredible.
So I went to Katie Titus, the head of the school, and David Smallwood, the CFO. I said, can I possibly, before I leave, can I stay a night in the cupola? I'll bring a sleeping bag. I'll just stay over there and just look at everything. Look outside, look at owls, maybe UFOs. And she said, let me check on this, because they weren't certain. She came, okay. So
Can we stay with you, Jim?
what's that?
Can we stay there with you?
That's a good one. Bring your camera, Johnny.
All right,
You
I
can
will.
stay.
I will.
But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to write some notes, write my thoughts down, stay a full night, and it's going to be sometime near the end of August.
All right, we're running out of time. We got to ask him, Johnny. Obviously, in the story that we just saw, you battled prostate cancer.
Yeah.
You're cancer-free.
Yeah, I'm about 2 years, 8 months cancer-free, and the school's been great to me about the kids, too, that I had to take some time, and I missed some time, missed some coaching a couple of years back, and it's going well. But I get checked every 3 months for blood test, and it's kind of like this every 3 months.
We're also going to forget when you on TV, somebody gave you tickets to go to a concert.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick.
It was really good. I went to a country concert. I'm losing track.
Chris
of it.
Stapleton.
Chris
Yeah,
Stapleton.
Chris
That's right.
Stapleton. I
That's
saw
right.
Chris Stapleton. Roy, who was the other guy? I can't think of the legend.
At Gillette, right?
Yeah, at Gillette. But Dunkin' Donuts connection, Shauna.
Nice.
4 tickets, free tickets. And one of the people I went with had a handicap parking, so we got parking up front. So it was great. I'm not a country music fan, but I was after that night. It was fun.
So Johnny wasn't lying. You are one of our favorite
Yes.
people that we've interviewed. You're genuine. You made a really impact on your students. So thank you, Jim.
Thanks. You guys have been great.
Jim, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for everything you've done for me,
You're
too.
awesome, man.
You've
You're
done
awesome.
a lot for me. Thanks.
And obviously, you can see all of our street stories. It's on our website, WPRI.com. The one that just aired on Friday, you can see right now. That's Josie, 104-year-old woman that works at the Ocean Mist. If you have any ideas, you can shoot Johnny and I an email or inbox us on social media. We'll be more than happy. Johnny, until next time.
Until episode 3. Thank you, Jim Skillings. You're the
Thanks,
best.
guys. That was great.
We'll talk.
All right. Thank you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. And we'll see you on WPRI 12.